The Industry Partner Award recognizes people working in fields tangential to the wine industry whose cooperative approach has positively influenced the success of the Oregon wine industry and its members. This year's Industry Partner Award is not being awarded to an individual, but rather is being awarded to the collective of professionals at Davis Wright Tremaine for an exceptional year of partnership with our state's winemakers and grape growers. 2020 was a year like no other in all aspects of our personal and business lives. Starting in early March, as new government orders became the daily norm, each with different implications for retail tasting rooms, winery production facilities, and for vineyard management operations, the professionals at Davis Wright Tremaine provided us with the interpretation, guidance, and support we needed to make sound decisions for each of our businesses as it related to the CARES Acts 1 and 2, the Oregon Family Leaves Act, the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, as well as difficult immigration issues arising from the pandemic. The team at DWT were essential partners in working with our industry and understanding OLCC's new guidelines related to virtual tastings and local deliveries, which became essential to our sales survival, as well as OSHA health and safety guidelines, which defined new roles in our vineyards and our wineries. Davis Wright Tremaine provided their expertise and guidance day and night, always available to our industry organizations and to individual businesses when called upon. And we called a lot. From March through August, they participated in force on weekly industry-wide Zooms and were always prepared with the most timely information we needed to successfully maneuver new rules, laws, and regulations affecting our businesses. In between those weekly industry Zoom meetings were scores of calls, emails, and meetings where we brought the concerns and questions from Oregon wineries and vineyard operations to them for their expert advice. They never failed us. They always answered our calls and provided us with the guidance, the counsel, and common sense approach we needed in these most difficult times. Accepting the award today is Jess Lyon, partner at Davis Wright Tremaine, as well as the nationwide chair of the firm's food and beverage and agriculture practices. Jess is accepting the Industry Partner Award on behalf of his colleagues, these extraordinary individuals who have collectively contributed to the success of the Oregon wine industry. It is with great thanks and a sense of partnership that we bestow this award to Jess Lyon, Christy Taunton, Elaine Albrick, Laura Worf, Kelly Luzania, Alyssa Petroff, Jeff Giamata, and Olivia Yaman. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. That's so humbling, and we're grateful to you and the Oregon Wine Board, all the directors and leaders there for helping the industry through such a challenging year. I'm really appreciative of my team too. When 2020 was headed in a direction that was going to be obviously so difficult for our winery and vineyard friends and clients, the first thing that we ask ourselves and asked of many of you is just how can we help? And we really, truly are proud to serve the industry, but most importantly, serve with you. And our team is kind of thrives on small projects done well, and then we want to be here for you when transformational circumstances come upon us. And we're just grateful for all your trust, your long-term support, and everything you mean to the state. So on behalf of Davis Wright Tremaine and my wonderful colleagues, thank you.
Year after year, the faculty, administrators, graduate students, and extension professionals of Oregon State University have been invaluable partners to the Oregon wine industry. OSU's Oregon Wine Research Institute provides science that aids wineries and vineyards across the state. 2020 presented our industry with grave challenges, including our worst fire season on record. With smoke impacting vineyards and wineries across the West Coast, labs were inundated with fruit and wine needing analysis. Rising to the occasion once again, Oregon Wine Research Institute, under the guidance of Dean Alan Sams and Dr. King Alexander, deployed its smoke exposure team. The team, comprised of Elizabeth Tomasino, Michael Chiana, James Osborne, Alec Levin, and Patty Skinkis stepped up not only to provide more timely testing to growers and winemakers, but to advance our understanding of smoke impact and how we might mitigate it in the future. It is an honor to present Oregon Wine Research Institute with the Oregon Wine Board's Industry Partner Award, and we sincerely thank all those at OSU whose support and collaboration empowers our industry. Thank you.
It's a great honor to be recognized by the Oregon Wine Board. This past year was particularly challenging for the industry and has been remarkable to see the real depth of our partnership as the team at OSU's College of Agricultural Sciences worked first through the challenges of COVID by pivoting wine production classes to a virtual environment, and then most recently through the wildfires as faculty worked tirelessly to assess smoke impact on wine grapes. Your continued partnership with the college and the Oregon Wine Research Institute is so important. Without your support, we would be unable to deliver our promise to all Oregonians to advance the research, teaching, and extension in support of the future of Oregon wine. Again, thank you very much for this tremendous honor. We look forward to continuing our commitment to the Oregon wine industry as a valuable partner. Thank you.
And I thank the Wine Board and I thank all of you for this great honor. I remember back in the fall when we made a trip to Newburgh and we were met with many of you to start discussing the type of damage that the wildfires had caused. And it immediately got us working on solutions and working with you to determine how damaged the grapes might be from the smoke and the wildfires. But that's what a land-grant university does. We're here to help you. We're here to help you solve your problems. We're here to help you produce better. We're here to help you produce more efficiently. And Oregon State University is just down the road, and we're thrilled for this honor. We're humbled by this honor, but more importantly, we look forward to working with you on all the issues associated with climate change as the industry grows and expands. So thank you all very, very much for this honor, and look forward to doing much, much more as we go forward.
It's my pleasure today to give service awards to two directors from the Oregon Wine Board who are leaving their service. Those that served on the Wine Board give an incredible amount of time in directing what we do with your tax dollars for education, research, and marketing. They give countless hours and a full devotion to trying to guide the efforts into reflecting what is in the interest of all of Oregon. And today, it's my pleasure to recognize that service. Now, the last year was even more, stressful. If I can paraphrase Lin-Manuel Miranda, these two individuals were constantly in the Zoom where it happened. And we owe them deepest thanks for their service. The first honoree is Kevin Chambers. It really doesn't take much experience in the wine business to have been touched by Kevin and all the work that he has done for our industry. Whether you were a client of Oregon Vineyard Supply or the Results Partners, or were aware of his Residence Vineyards and its great acclaim, Kevin has touched a lot of people in the industry, but especially through the volunteerism that he's done through his multiple times serving both the Oregon Wine Growers Association and the Oregon Wine Board, even prior to it being called the Oregon Wine Board. In fact, Kevin is recognized as the historian of our industry because he's been contributing and been involved for so many years. It's my distinct pleasure to give Kevin this service award for his time on the wine board, but in particular, the time that he took in the last year in order to cleave the Oregon Wine Growers Association from a common board that was held with the Oregon Wine Board. Now, Kevin, as the historian, can tell you there was reasons why that board was combined some years ago. But today we have the ability to separate the boards. We have enough volunteerism in the industry in order to serve these two distinct missions separately. Kevin, you did a heck of a job with that, and we have deep gratitude for your service. Next, I want to present the award to Barbara Steele. Barbara and her husband, Bill, formed Cowhorn Vineyards, a biodynamic boutique producer down in the Applegate back in 2002. They've gotten enormous acclaim for the quality of their wines and for Barbara's leadership in the Rogue Valley growers. Barbara came to us with even greater background. Being a CPA and having an MBA, she really brought great analytical ability to the board. In fact, I would say she just had this innate ability to see long classic problems that we had and find unique workable solutions to them. Barbara, you'll be sorely missed on the board. I know you're going to continue contributing on the marketing committee. In fact, Barbara was a driving force behind the rebranding of Oregon Wine, and all of us are going to be able to see the fruits of that effort very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. It's been an honor to serve the Oregon wine industry. It's an industry I love, so in many ways it's a duty of love. And I want to encourage you all to be involved. A great way to do so is to serve on industry committees, of which there are many, and their lift is heavy. And it's a great way to learn about how your industry is governed. And I have found that such service not only helps to advance the industry, but it educates the server. So I urge you all to get involved. And thank you.
Yes, Bob, thank you for the words of recognition. I've had a far shorter tenure than Kevin, but the time I've spent on the Marcom committee and on the board and on the marketing committee itself has been so rewarding. It is a heavy lift, but it's roll up your sleeves and work with your peers for an industry that is filled with dynamic and wonderful people. The time spent with the other board members and committee members is cherished and invaluable for, as Kevin said, learning our industry and really helping to integrate it and shape it and move it forward. And we're in such a period of change that camaraderie of rolling up your sleeves, that's kind of what Oregon is all about. As Kevin said, I encourage you to jump in. It's well worth it.